Well, we have another setback on our pond. We're experiencing a little bit of leakage. First I thought it was just aspiration and evaporation. But when I reduced the pump size and ran the water, we were still losing it. When I was watching the flow, I'm thinking it's underneath this mass of rocks here, which is quite possible that when putting down these rocks, I've made a hole in the liner. And so one by one, we're going to remove these rocks and examine the liner. So the pond's been sitting with this much water in it for about 4 or 5 days, and the water level hasn't dropped any. Now, my first assumption is that along the water line is where the leak is. The water line actually goes somewhere underneath this one. This was my biggest fear. That's like, it's gotta be a 450-pound rock. And we really kicked it around when we were in there. My big fear and suspicion is that the tear is underneath this big rock. So, here we go. Get to it. You can see that right there. See this scratch? That's definitely a puncture there. You can also see it here. Now this is really uneven ground. And what this rock was sitting on here must have had been enough pressure points, and then with me continuing to walk on it, just press it through. That's definitely a puncture through. That's a scratch. So these ones here, we're gonna have to put a patch on this. I'm gonna clean it up really good, put a patch on it, and while I'm at it, I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to remove this one here to take it right out, or at least elevate it. So using this pipe and then rigging it up as you've seen me do in past videos, lifted this up, pretty gungy underneath there. I'm going to have to clean it, so I'm just going to slide it out of the way, and then I'll have to slide it back when I'm done. Never go without coffee. Love that shit.
Shut up and sit down.
Right there. So that big rock out of the way, it's pretty evident. We got a rip right here,
Shut up.
right there, and that's actually a pretty considerable one. Isn't bad, but you see there's a couple spots there. Spot here underneath that big rock. You can see the dirt squeezing up from underneath. Here there's all kinds of stuff, and of course up here, well, yeah. All in here too. These little bits and pieces, which really don't amount to much, are still going to get some treatment. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 spots. And at this point, everything that I see now is just going to get a shot of polyurethane. So this is the adhesive I'm going to be using. It's a polyurethane made by DAP, but the stuff here, you can see here, good above and below the water line. That's why I'm using this stuff. Polyurethane also adhere to similar materials. Mind you, I'm using the same. And the liner, because it's a pool liner, it's many different layers, like a tire. So this material is not the same as this material. So when I'm gluing this, I'm going to be putting like faces together. So this against this. Now I saw a spot here. There. 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 And there's a big scratch here too. That's what I saw up here.
Shut up and sit down.
I suppose I don't really need the patch on top, but what it just, by pressing the polyurethane into the rip or cut, it's going to mend it. Some of these on there. Another little one over there. Tuck that in there. In the end, I don't think this underpadding is going to be a big deal if it stays there. Because that's it, that's it, that's it. A few more. That's it. Hopefully that's going to be enough weight on stuff, and that's going to set up. So, well, hopefully that's going to take care of all the repair, and we're not going to have to deal with this anymore. So we'll leave this for a day. Make sure you hit that like button and the notification so that you can see the follow-up to this when we're going to be putting the rocks back in and filling it up.